So I'm a big fan of the H3 podcast. And I don't know if you ever really watched the H3 podcast.
You've told me about it, but I haven't gotten around to it.
It's Ethan and Ela Klein, and they're the two hosts of it. And they a lot of episodes they do solo, and they talk about the news similar to how we do it, but they do like it's almost a blend of like what Shop Bet was, where you react to different clips and you do different things, and then talking about the news. But then they get into more. I don't know. I feel like recently they've been delving into more drama-based things as opposed to the interview podcast that I really fell into, because they were interviewing a lot of comedians. They were interviewing a lot of other YouTubers, like, the Sean Evans of Hot Ones, Phil DeFranco. I think PewDiePie is about to hop on.
I love seeing those like mixture of podcasts. Even if you're not a podcast, you don't have a podcast, like you're bringing those big people on. Yeah. Like I swear my Snapchat on the Hot Ones, I'm like always waiting for a new guest. I think the last one was Margot Robbie, and I was like, sweet, to promote Birds
Zoe
of Prey.
Kravitz is on this week too, just so we can date ourselves on this. But H3 Podcast, one of the things they've been craving to get, because it's just been its giant meme on their channel for all their interviews and their like videos in general, is getting Papa John.
Papa John?
The Papa John.
The one, is it, didn't he?
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I don't want to ruin it.
Originally, they wanted him back in like, they said 2012, but I couldn't recall. I just remember all the references to him.
Yeah.
And even one of the biggest phrases within the H3 community is the phrase "Papa Bless."
Papa Bless.
Based on Papa John being a god and blessing. Like,
he's
Papa
just a
bless.
deity that's just like, Papa bless me with the strength.
And they wanted to get him on, especially because they watched an old commercial, like it was like a cringy commercial.
Okay.
And then Papa John has his son Bo, and Bo comes in and like they're like, Bo's in the house, and then it's just like an awkward like commercial. But in 2012, Papa John was criticized for not wanting Obamacare because, and then also criticized because I guess one of his branches was reducing the hours to the employees to avoid paying Obamacare. Or healthcare and insurance and everything. And he, like, I guess
that dude's probably rich.
Misspoke. I gotta tell you.
Go
he
ahead,
probably misspoke. Yeah. But he said his word was taken like wrong. But like that might just be him trying to cover up his tracks. And in 2017, he was complaining and bitching about the failing sales due to the NFL protests.
Okay.
Because 2017 was about when the Kaepernick kneeling
I didn't
thing
even
happened.
think about that stuff, dude. How do you just because the NFL's on protest, they might not be getting pizza because people are, you know what I mean?
Well,
I don't think that way, but it's cool.
Just to like, I'll tie everything back in, but one of the things that happened, so he was telling Roger Goodell to get his shit together and solve the situation.
Papa John was.
Dude,
Papa bless. Papa bless, dude.
Because think of Papa John. They're the like official pizza of
the NFL, yeah.
But they spend like, I think it was like $80 million or $40 million to be that sponsor, to have that spot.
Holy shit.
So when the ratings because of the protests dropped 20%, they were getting 20% less value for how much they were investing. So if they were
they didn't give them like a discount and be like, hey, we're going to only pay $60 million or something like that.
It's already been paid. Yeah, so they did $40 million.
Yep.
Imagine 20% of $40 million, that's $8 million that they're losing in what have been like ads and everything.
I'd be so pissed.
So all this stuff is happening, and then like he's pissed at Roger Goodell, and he's like, you're fucking up, like we're losing because you're not settling this issue. It's settled now.
Yep.
It's you don't really hear about it anymore, and I think they figure out rules in the NFL to like make everyone happy. But like he was getting pissed, and then in 2018 he was forced to leave the company because he said the N-word in public.
Yes, that's what it was.
Call.
Thank you. It was driving me insane. I'm listening to you talking, but I'm like, what the hell? what racist shit did Papa John do? Yeah.
And I guess what he was saying was that here we're not like other companies. We don't say, and then he said the N-word. We don't say the N-word, like so because I guess they were doing like a PR thing where they were trying to talk to him like, we're going to put you as the face of Papa John again, because if you remember, he wasn't really the face for a little bit. He was face back, 2012, 2010, whatever. Like probably 2012 was when they moved away after like he was criticizing Obamacare.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're going to put you the face back, but you like, and then like the first question they slipped on a piece of paper is, are you a racist or are you secretly a racist?
Sure.
So he was like, almost retelling the story that he was being egged on, like almost like poking and prodding him.
Yeah.
So now he has a class lawsuit against the people that was their ad agency or whatever, like, or to figure out all that stuff.
So he's suing them because
and
they
Papa
were egging.
John. And Papa John kind of like didn't back up and support him, and kind of said, "Yeah, he's a douchebag. Let's fucking cast him to the wind."
Dude, imagine he walks out into this like public thing and goes, "What's up, my N-words?" You know what I mean? And then it's like, "Oh, we got to get this guy out of here. We got to get this guy out of here, bro." Like
So H Street's been reaching out. We're like, we want Papa John. We want Papa John. We want Papa John.
Yeah.
They finally get him on the podcast, and the episode released Tuesday. If you guys love good podcasts, it's a great
Leave
episode.
this one. Go watch
that one. And it's literally in the first 10 minutes, Ethan, the host, asked Papa John, he's like, "Oh, like, you were recently divorced," and like goes into his divorce for a second and says, "Are you dating yet? Like, what's your age cutoff for like your dating? Like, is it like 50? If I was a millionaire, I would date anything over 21." Like, but like, Papa John's very conservative, and he doesn't have the same humor as like.
Did he get wicked offended?
No, but like he was just like slowly walking in, but
they're like, "Papa bless, Papa bless."
They're like toasting pizza because they got 5 pizzas from Papa John and made Papa John rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 based on his 10-point system.
That's awesome.
And they got a slice together and like cheersed a pizza and ate pizza. Like, it was like their white whale. White whale, is that what it is?
I don't know.
Like a guest or someone that you really want to be on, the show or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like it's like a dream person.
Not like your saving grace.
I think it's a white elephant. If I'm not. Oh no, white whale.
White whale. I don't know.
Maybe it's a Moby Dick reference. But they've been looking to get Papa John was the quintessential person to get on the pod. Like how weird would it be if we were interviewing freaking Papa John right now?
Dude, I wouldn't even know what to say, dude. I'd look over and be like, "Dude, you're Papa John. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing here? What are you doing here?"
And he was saying that what they did was the stock dropped a shitload. An investor came in and poured $250 million to bring it back up, to like reinvest into the company and get it back on its wheels, because they got rid of Papa John as a whole. Like he's no longer like the head chair.
Oh, he's probably
CEO,
got so much money though. He's good.
He had 30% of the stock. When they inflated all the stocks by pouring more money back in, inflated the stock value from $30 to like $60. He sold $50, like 200 million or 20 million stocks or something like that.
Holy shit.
I forget what it was. It was $400 million of stocks he sold of Papa John's, because he was still 31%.
What do you need $400 million for?
So he's okay. There were $50 a piece.
When you talk about the 1%, dude, Papa John's up there.
He had 8 million stock. He has 10 million stocks in Papa John's.
Correct.
Sold 8 million of them for $50 a piece.
Holy shit.
That's $400 million he made in that one sale.
Good for Papa
Still
John,
has
man.
$2 million invested in it, hoping it like comes back. But now he's like a.
Well, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. He doesn't need to work another day in his life.
So he sold all that money, and then he goes, "You must be a billionaire." And he goes, "No." He's like, "Well, you just got $500 million." He goes, "Well, I'm closer to $1 billion than $500 million."
No way.
And the dude's like having a meltdown. Like, it's probably the richest person he's ever met in his life, and it's Papa
John, dude.
Papa
how
bless.
Do you go from saying how do you go from saying the N-word to being like, "Yeah, I'm almost a billionaire"? Bro, what?
He was saying, okay,
Insane.
not to keep going on the Papa John story, but it was just interesting to hear the whole thing.
Yeah.
So he started in a broom closet, was selling pizzas out of his own recipe. I guess he took the garlic.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he started it.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought he was just like the famous spokesperson in front of it.
He started it.
Shit,
so he started in a broom closet, was selling pizzas, and he was stoked when he had $200. You know, like he made $200 in one night.
Yeah.
Like of selling pizzas out of his broom closet. And it got to he was 31 when his company went public. Before the company went public, he didn't have the $5,000 to take his family out to vacation.
Oh, wow.
When the company went public, he was worth $100 million because he had $80 million in stocks and $20 million in cash. when his company went public.
Yeah,
he had $100
just
million.
$20 million pocket cash, dude.
31, dude.
I'm hoping to make $100 a fucking shift at Applebee's. This dude, $100 million.